Yo, this is SoulDrum86 bringing you another video. Yes, I did reinstall WWE 2K23, but it's because I want to talk about what could make WWE 2K better in the future. I've done a video like this before in the past, but it was no gameplay to it. It was just my wrestling ring that I have and some of my wrestling action figures, and I just kind of went through a laundry list of things that I feel could make 2K better. And it was a long list. I think I wrote that stuff down before I turned the camera on, but I just want to start like just one thing at a time, man. I might do a series where I kind of continue to lay out what can make the game better, right? So the first thing that I think would make 2K a better game, something that would make people continue to play a longer for a longer period of time and not get bored of it, is bring back season mode. You can make an argument for Road to WrestleMania, but I feel like a Road to WrestleMania would be shorter. Road to WrestleMania historically is not really a long mode, which is I'm kind of worried about that when it comes to AEW Fight Forever, because I do not want Road to Elite to be short, but I have a feeling that it's going to be, because there's a trophy where you beat it 10 different times with different wrestlers. So that has me a little bit worried, just a little bit worried. But season mode was pretty long, man. I've gone back and I've watched videos of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, which that wasn't the only game that had season mode. It was in Shut Your Mouth, I believe, and it was in SmackDown versus Raw. I think it was even in SmackDown versus Raw 2006, but I know it was in the first SmackDown versus Raw game. But season mode was cool because you were able to pick from the existing roster. You did not have to create a wrestler, but I will talk about that. Now, actually, I think if you bring back season mode, give the customer a choice, right? Let customers have a choice of who they want to select for season mode. Do they want to create a wrestler, create themselves and go through it, or do they want to pick from the existing roster? You have a plethora of wrestlers in 2K every year. This game is massive in terms of the roster. So why not let us utilize the roster, right? Because we all have favorite wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like currently, I don't watch the product like I used to, but I watch a lot of the big pay-per-views. I've been following a little bit of the Bloodline storyline, and I still have wrestlers today that I like, that I would like to be in some type of campaign slash, like, you know, story-driven mode for 2K. And I feel like that's been missing in 2K games, man. I really do feel like it could benefit from having from a season mode. I mean, just look at how beautiful the game looks in general, right? When you look at how good 2K looks in general, I just think that it would be awesome to have a storyline mode. I think it'll be really, really cool. So, and let's talk about that real quick. So you have Universe mode now, you have My GM, and you have Showcase. Showcase just feels like the WWE, the 2K devs aren't listening to fans. Every single year, people say, I don't need Showcase. Yet, every year, it's in the game. Every year, Showcase mode is in the game. Now, I did like Showcase mode in 2K15. Loved it in 2K16. That Stone Cold show. And I'm doing the same move over and over again, y'all. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But Stone Cold wrestled like this anyway. He did mostly punches and kicks, so I'm in the ballpark with this right now. Oh shoot. I used to be a fan of Universe mode, but Universe mode at its core is really just a glorified exhibition mode. I know that you can add in like story elements, like you can choose what cutscenes you want to see before matches and stuff like that. I get it, but still not enough. It's still too much. It feels like exhibition mode. It just feels like I'm going through a bunch of exhibition matches, and there's just no meat on the bone for me in those game modes. There's just no meat on the bone at all. and I usually get bored of it after doing a few months, right? So what I think could benefit is like a season mode. Give me something with some storylines. The wrestlers already do voiceovers for the game because of My Rise. My Rise, it's another mode that I really don't like. I don't have the patience to create wrestlers. I like using the existing roster, so I just wish that we had a game mode that allowed us to use the existing roster. You know, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of fans who would like to be Seth Rollins for story mode. I know that there's fans who would love to be Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns for a story mode, you know? So why not implement a mode like season mode where we get that option? Why not? Oh, come on.
Retaliated with a head-turning clothesline.
All right, let me stop focusing on the match and talk. I'm sorry. But come on. There we go. There we go. I know he's going to kick out of this. He better kick out of this. All right. So yeah, man, I just think that a story-driven mode would be cool. And again, I know people are going to say, hey, we got My Rise. No. My Rise and season mode is something completely different. I wanna go through a mode where I have an opportunity to defend titles. I want an opportunity to be the unified or universal champ. I'm the heavyweight champ. I'm this champ. You know, go crazy with it. I'm the intercontinental champ. You know, have a Grand Slam storyline or something like that. I just think it'd be cool, man. With the 2K has not done enough modes that make you feel like you're watching a product on TV every week. And that's what I want out of these games. I want game modes where, you know, if I'm on a Monday Night Raw, I want to see promos in the ring. I want to see attacks backstage. I want to see, I want to see my number one contender matches get ruined by somebody that I'm feuding with, right? And then I got to settle that feud and work my way to get a title shot, things like that. And along the way, getting awesome cutscenes, much like you would see with SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, but just updated. You know what I mean? Just updated new stuff of storylines that we as fans see when we tune in to Raw or SmackDown, right? And bring back the element of giving the player the choice to, you know, you pick a Raw wrestler and now you're on Raw, or you pick a SmackDown wrestler and you're going through the storylines that are available on SmackDown. And then to really add, you know, some playability to it, or like replay value to it, make it to where people want to do both Raw and SmackDown, because you're going to get two separate kind of storylines depending on which brand you're on, you know. And this can't be a mode that's half-assed, because 2K is known for implementing new things and pretty much not going all the way. We've seen it done before. We've seen it done. And I would hate for them to half-ass a season mode, but we know that most likely would be the case. Like, let's just be real. That would probably be the case if they were to ever do that. But I think that a showcase mode, I believe that taking out showcase and adding in a season mode would be just what the doctor ordered, man. Make it a long mode, make it something that people can really sink their teeth in and play for months and months at a time. And even if they wanted to pick a different wrestler and they get different outcomes, right? Like that's important. Getting different outcomes, having branching storylines, things of that nature. I feel like that could really help the game in the long run. It could really help. And why we haven't gotten a mode like that in so long is crazy to me. Now, I don't know if there's certain devs at 2K that actually do mention that to the higher ups, like, hey man, what if we did this? And maybe they're just kind of told no. And I'm being nice right there, because let's be honest, it feels like a lot of the 2K devs really don't like or watch wrestling because of how bare bones the game can feel. So it just, I don't know. I just feel like that's, if you're going to start somewhere, that's the spot to start, is bringing back season mode. I know I've heard some people, including myself, say I would like a road to WrestleMania mode, right? And maybe don't have the road to WrestleMania be where you have to pick certain wrestlers. You can pick any of the wrestlers, right? So I just think that'd be good, man. A season mode, I think, would be just perfect. Ability to go through a women's season mode. So if somebody wants to pick like Bianca or Becky Lynch or Bayley, and then you're going through a season mode with one of the female wrestlers, or you're picking one of the male wrestlers from the existing roster, or creating your own wrestler, I think would be like perfect. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got today. There's a lot that the game could have in, but they do incremental changes every year anyway. It's very small. They'll have like one kind of big thing, but then everything else is just kind of like incremental gameplay changes, some little details added in here and there. So for the sake of this video, I'm just talking about the one thing that I think could progress the game and make the game better. I don't know how much better it would make the game, but I know for me, I would at least play it a lot if it had a season mode, and something that rivaled SmackDown Here Comes the Pain season mode, right? Like not just a, hey, here we brought back season mode and this is what you get, but actually to really put some care and thought into it. Man, I'm telling you right now, if they were to do that going forward from like 2K24 and beyond that, I will happily continue to buy this game. As of right now, until they add anything like that, 2K23 is, well, I can't make no promises, man, because I don't know if AEW is going. I hope that AEW Fight Forever is really good, and if that's really good, then this will be the last 2K that I get until 2K really does start to add more things in there. But yeah, but I'm not going to keep you guys, man. Thank you for tuning in. As always, let me know what you feel in the comment section, man. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like this video, if you like my other content, you can check it out. I do action figure reviews. Thank you for tuning in, man. This is Soul Drum 86, and I'm out. Peace.